friends, hello and welcome to one more episode of Educated Muslim. Of course, I am prompted by the recent events which is happening in the Middle East to bring up this episode. And there are some biblical passage which Muslims keep bringing up time and again, to which I found the answer in this clash between the Hezbollah and Israel and the Iran and Israel conflict. The final conflict, we all know, is basically between Israel and Iran. It is not about those conflicts which is happening via Hezbollah. Hezbollah is a tentacle of Iran. Iran always wants to keep Israel busy while they make the nuclear weapons. But then it's more like an insurance policy for Iran. Iran wants Hezbollah to be the fighting arm on behalf of Iran. So what happened in the latest report which we hear is that the head of Hezbollah, Hassan Nasrallah, he is finished off along with 20 commanders of his army, or whatever you can say, the terrorist organization was finished. Before that, we knew how the pagers and the walkie-talkie and the solar panels, all those got exploded as part of Israel's mechanism to deliver a final blow to Hezbollah. Hezbollah is now a headless chicken. It might have some soldiers, but then those soldiers are incapable of taking in any decisive measures. All that they can do is throw a barrage of missiles at Israel, and those barrages are not going to do any good. Israel has the Iron Dome, the David Sling, and all those mechanisms to stop those missiles. So, as per the latest report, Iran has sent out a barrage of 180 missiles to Israel, and as a result of that, who got killed? One Palestinian got killed. No Jew got killed, but one Palestinian got killed by those missiles. Pathetic. But then there is a biblical passage to which I always had a very curious question. That is from 1 Samuel chapter 15, where the prophet Samuel is commanding the king Saul to go and finish off the Amalekites. Amalekites are a kind of people who is hell bent on the elimination of Israel. There were other enemies of Israel, just like the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Hivites, and a lot of others are there. But they are basically enemies for the sake of this new entity called Israel coming into their place. So it was a kind of jostle for land. And they were not hell bent on eliminating Israel. But then this group of people, the Amalekites, they had that oath taken by themselves that they will finish off Israel. And because God Himself knew that these Amalekites can be a problem or will be a problem for Israel for all future generations, He commanded Saul, the then king, to finish off Amalekites, which includes women, children, babies. And that was a kind of question mark in my mind. Why would, in a war, non combatants like women, children, and babies be killed? But then God knows everything right from the beginning. The women, the children, and the babies are, in fact, not non combatants. They are prospective tomorrow's fighters against Israel with the same doctrine of finishing off Israel. And that is why God said to the King Saul to finish off the Amalekites. And what did Saul do? Saul disobeyed the commandment of the prophet. And what happened after that? Saul's personal kingdom was taken away. But then we'll read in the book of Esther, there was a character called Haman who was next to the king. And he planned to finish off the Jews. And who was this Haman? If you read through the passages of the book of Esther, you will understand that this Haman was an Agagite. Agagite was the king of Amalekites. So there, Haman was the Amalekite who wanted to finish off the Jewish race. Where? in Iran. Those days it was Persia. Now it is the same Amalekite which is come against Israel. The conflict between Amalekite and Israelites are spanning centuries back, and that is happening even now. Do I say that the whole of Iranian people are Amalekites? No, absolutely no. To me, the Amalekites are basically the ruling leadership of Iran. It is not the normal people of Iran. To me, the normal people of Iran are dearly beloved people. They have been misled by the Shia Islam and all those things. They are normal humans. But the real Amalekites are those leaders, Ayatollah Khamenei and those guys. They are the Amalekites. They need to be eliminated, just like how they eliminated the Hezbollahs. And that is where the story goes on. So let's get started. Now, listen to this speech of Netanyahu. It's a small clip, and then we will continue.
Remember what Amalek has done to you, says our Holy Bible. And we do remember, and we are fighting. Our brave troops and combatants who are now in Gaza or around Gaza and in all other regions in Israel are joining this chain of Jewish heroes, a chain that has started 3,000 years ago from Joshua ben Nun until the heroes of 1948, the Six-Day War, the 73 October War, and all other wars in this country. Our hero troops, they have one supreme main goal: to completely defeat the murderous enemy and to guarantee our existence in this country. We've always said, never again. Never again is now.
This speech of Netanyahu went viral among the Muslim countries, especially those Dawagandists who went ahead and said that Netanyahu is telling or quoting this example to show that Israel is going to wipe away all Muslims, all Palestinians, all Iranians, and that kind of talks went around. But then Netanyahu clearly noticed whom he is going to be eliminating. They are the Amalekites. In the modern age, we don't find Amalekites for the simple reason that genetically we all are mixed up. There is no way you can see that there is a pure breed of Amalekites which is handed down or came down from those Amalekites of 2500 or 3000 years back. No, these are not that Amalekites. As we all know, the Amalekites had a peculiar character. Their peculiar character is about elimination of Israel, elimination of the Jewish race. Even today, if somebody is talking about elimination of the Jewish race, they need not be of the genetic seed of Amalekites, but they are indeed an Amalekite. For example, Hitler was an Amalekite, and Ayatollah Khomeini is an Amalekite. The Hamas guys are the Amalekites. So for those Amalekites, they need to be eliminated. There is nothing wrong with what Netanyahu said. Now I would like to bring your attention again to 1 Samuel chapter 15. There is a confusion which needs to be cleared. Now I'm going to 1 Samuel verse 15 and verse 6. This is where the confusion will be cleared. It says that he sent a warning to the Kenites, a people whose ancestors have been kind to the Israelites when they came from Egypt. And what was the warning? Warning is saying, go away and leave the Amalekites so I won't kill you along with them. So the Kenites left. So the Kenites and the Amalekites were living in the same area. They were kind of mixed up among the Amalekites. So the kingdom of Israel sent a warning to the Canaanites, saying, friends, you have been good to us. We do not have an enmity with you. But then, unfortunately, these Amalekites want to destroy us. So we are coming to destroy the Amalekites. So, dear Canaanites, just evacuate the place. Because when we kill off the Amalekites, we do not want any of you to be the collateral damage. So please leave. And that is how the Canaanites were saved. And if you would have noted the sequence of the war, Every time there is an attack on the Palestinian territory by Israel, they drop in pamphlets telling very clearly that we are going to attack this military target of Hamas. So evacuate yourself. This time also, when when the Prime Minister Netanyahu, before attacking Lebanon, they sent out enough messages to the Lebanese people to say, stay away from the Hezbollah. We are going to attack Hezbollah. Which enemy will do that? I'm telling you, in modern warfare, there is an element of surprise. No enemy is going to tell that to the population, saying that we are going to attack you, so stay away from this people. In fact, Israel went a step further and did this, shows that they are sincere with saving people's life. But then the followers of Amalekites, or the descendants, the spiritual descendants of Amalekites, would not understand that. Now listen to this speech by Netanyahu, where he is calling on the Lebanese people to clearly get out of harm's way. After that, we will continue.
I have a message for the people of Lebanon. Israel's war is not with you. It's with Hezbollah. For too long, Hezbollah has been using you as human shields. It placed rockets in your living rooms and missiles in your garage. Those rockets and missiles are aimed directly at our cities, directly at our citizens. To defend our people against Hezbollah strikes, we must take out those weapons. Now, starting this morning, the IDF has warned you to get out of harm's way. I urge you, take this warning seriously. Don't let Hezbollah endanger your lives and the lives of your loved ones. Don't let Hezbollah endanger Lebanon. Please, get out of harm's way now. Once our operation is finished, you can come back safely to your homes.
Now, after this kind of severe warning by the Prime Minister of Israel, there is no reason for anybody to stay close to Hezbollah headquarters. The Hezbollah headquarters are basically 6 buildings, and inside that they have basements of many stories underneath. And in one of those stories were caught Nasrallah and his 25 generals. Now, Israel gave clear warning to the people of Lebanon that this place where you stay is not safe. Please evacuate. Once that is given and you stick on to that place, you have got no reason to escape, because if you stick on to this place, you are an Amalekite. You are not a Kenite. Kenite will evacuate. For him, his property is not as important to him as his life. To no one of us is our property as important as our life. If you think your property is important than your life, then you are an Amalekite. Now, those Hamas leaders who were killed, they were the Amalekites. And those Hamas soldiers or those Hamas sympathizers who used to stick on to the Palestinian place where Israel is giving you prior warning, this is a place of attack, and they choose to stick on. They are the Amalekites. The same goes true to Iranians. The same goes true to the Lebanese people. If you go ahead and associate yourself with these Amalekites, the spiritual descendants of Amaleks, you have got no reason to escape. You will be perishing. And that is what Israel is doing. Now, wait and see how Israel is going to put Iran into the same problem. I want any Iranian who is watching this video to stay away from nuclear installations, to stay away from military installations, because Israel is not going to attack the normal population, just as how Hezbollah and Hamas and Iran does. For them, the lives of people who are innocent are valuable. They are not going to do that kind of attack. See how Hamas killed in October 7th Israelis. Whom did they kill? They were normal Israelites. They had got nothing to do with Palestinians. They are not the enemies of Palestinians. By their very birth of being the Jew, they have got not committed anything else. But Hamas chose to kill, rape, kidnap those people. 1,200 and plus 400 or 500 of them, they abducted as well. or kidnapped. I assume most of them are already killed, though they are not leaving out any traces. So, my judgment is that this war between the Israelites and Amalekites will continue till the end of times, and it all started with Saul disobeying it. Because of Abraham's problem, he created an Ishmael, which is a pain for the entire humanity even now. And now, in the similar way, Saul's mistake is going to be a pain for the humanity. So let's wait and watch and see how the war unfolds. And I will come back again as much as possible when things unfolds. Now may the good Lord bless you and keep you till we meet again. Bye for now.